Hi, welcome to Always the Wild Ones. If it's your first time here, my name's Vanessa Lee. Hi. And as promised, here is part 2 of my plant purge. I added up 33 plants. I do obviously plan on buying 33 new plants. No, I'm kind of tempted to keep this one. Scantia. Check out the splash on that. So the reasoning behind this whole purge, well, firstly, it's spring. It's always good to do like a bit of a spring clean. But the first reason is that I've just realised some of these plants would probably be happier in someone else's home. The environment that I have, the kind of lighting, I have quite high light in my home. But then also I want to ensure that I can get my plants through winter. And I did find winter a bit of a struggle with some of the plants. So there's those two reasons. And then some of the plants were given to me very kindly, but I have outgrown them, or they have outgrown me. Some of them are way too big for me to sustain. I have a lot of small plants at the moment that will grow into being much bigger. So I've also got to consider that. And they are plants that I definitely want to hold on to, that I have a lot of affection. Is affection the right word? Yeah, they're family. So I'm kind of like thinking also futuristically. And I can't have any plants that are too fussy because, again, it does get really warm in here. So any plants that are going to end up needing watering on a daily basis, just I am not interested in having. And yeah, so with that, I think I'm just going to get started. If I think of anything else, any other reason why I'm doing this purge, I will let you know along the way. But let's just have a look at some plants. So most of the plants that we're going to go through, I plan on doing a swap or selling, and then I do have some plants that I plan on giving away. So the first one I want to show you is a cutting that I have. I have quite a few cuttings of this. Well, I think I've got 3, including this one. I'm going to keep the other 2, but this one I would love to do a swap. Yeah, I'm kind of like really interested in begonias. I'm not very successful with begonias, but I would love to master them. I know that they're thirsty things, but I'm sure there's a way around it. And if anybody knows, I mean, I have tried hydroponic with this particular plant. It didn't like it. I currently have one in sphagnum moss, and that one seems very happy, but it's also living in a propagation box. And then I have another one in water, which seems to be really happy. So maybe it's just a matter of just keeping it in water. Maybe I will just keep the other one in sphagnum moss. But yeah, if you do have any tips on begonia. Okay, so that's that one. The second one is, this was actually given to me. It was a plant swap. It was a plant swap where I swapped, I swapped a Maranta Fascinator, the red one, and I received the Australis Lisa, like a cutting, and she's looking fabulous. And she also put this in just as a little surprise. It's a Tradescantia. I don't know if I said that right. Tradescantia. Anyway, I'll put the name up. But yeah, it was, I think it was something like 4 leaves, and this is what it's grown into. It grows very quickly. It's very thirsty, and I don't know. I've tried to kind of cheat the system by putting it into a glass vessel and no drainage, and I have put some leckables on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. But I mean, the roots are looking amazing. But the actual foliage itself started kind of looking a bit yellow. Definitely prefers natural light. It's been under grow light obviously through the winter, and clearly that wasn't its favourite. I'm not going to take it out of the vessel unless whoever wants it really wants me to take it out, but I do plan on just kind of sending it like that. And I have 2 Hoya Crimson Queens. This one's in Pon. She's a pretty little thing. She's so cute. I actually have quite a few cuttings dotted around. I have another 2, and then I've got the mother plant. And then I have another one, which I'll show you just now, which is in the propagation box. And yes, this one is also going. I was kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to keep this one, but I've got a lot of duplicates and I've got to stop. I can't keep having duplicates. I just, you know, it'd be nice to experience a different type of plant instead. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a swap with this one, or a sow, whatever. Yeah, she's so cute. I absolutely love her. Oh, look at that. Pretty little thing. She's so pretty. Okay, so I'm now going to put the camera down and show you the other stuff. Who should I start with first? I think I'm going to go with the Syngoniums first. So I've got a box of Syngoniums. I've got 3 plants in here. They were all in one pot. When I bought this plant, I bought this from IKEA. It was one of those buy 3, get 2. Buy 3 plants and get 1 for free. Hello. Yeah, and it grew just really big, and so then I ended up separating it into 3, and then I had them in a row, which was fine, but I'm now kind of yeah, I'm just kind of over this plant. I mean, she is pretty. She's really pretty. I mean, she's gorgeous. If my home was much bigger, I would definitely keep this plant, but I do not have the space, and there are other plants that I really want, that I would be more in love with than this one. And I know that, you know, this is going to go to someone who's really going to appreciate this plant. I am kind of thinking I might put the 3 back into 1 pot, and yeah, I think I might do that. Let me know, guys, what should I do with this plant? Should I just leave them as separate plants, or maybe I'll put them all back into 1 pot? It might look better. Okay, so next is my ZZ plant. This one, I definitely want to find a home for this plant. I have 2 ZZ plants. I've got the Raven, and the Raven's actually really struggling right now. I overwatered it, I think underwatered and overwatered, and yeah, I'm struggling with her. But I'm kind of happy to struggle along with the Raven. Whereas this one, did I say it was given to me? Yeah, it was a gift, and I've had it about 2 years. Yeah, I've had it for 2 years. And yeah, no, she's really easy. She's really lovely. I mean, like, I kind of messed up and watered her like I watered her when she didn't need water. So she is showing a little bit of yellowing, which you can kind of see there. But besides that, she's happy, or he's happy. And yeah, she's got this full-on V thing going on. It's kind of going to be sad to see this one go, to be honest, but I'm running out of space. And I mean, this plant would normally live over here in the summer, because she kind of, like, the light will hover over it in the morning and again in the afternoon. But I do plan on putting something in this area. So this one, I mean, it's not a major rush to get this one out of the house, but it needs to find a new home. Okay, so the next and another big plant is this one. Now this was actually, it's a combination of 2 plants. There's this one, the larger part of the plant I actually grew from a cutting, and I'll try and put some footage up on the side if I can find anything. And then the smaller leaves are actually from a plant I bought from IKEA. A whole, you know, 3 for 2 whatever deal, and I sucker. I fell for it yet again. I went several times. And it just takes up a lot of space. I really don't have enough light for this plant. Like, if it's going to get bigger, it's going to have to live over here, which is fine in the summer, but again in the winter there's nowhere to put this plant. It's how is it going to survive? And there are different variations of the Monstera deliciosa. Like there's the large form. I would prefer the large form if I had a larger home. But yeah, so I'm looking for a new home for this plant. You can get that over there. Right, who's next? I've got 2 Wildfins. The mother plant is in the hallway. They're very cute. Yeah, 2 little Wildfins. I have this Epipremnum amblissimum. I think it's amblissimum. Love this plant. I really do love this plant. I do have a smaller version from the cuttings. So again, I don't need 2 plants. And this year I'm really hoping to find an Anthurium pallidiforum, which kind of looks similar, but which is kind of the reason why I fell in love with this plant in the first place. But again, I don't need 2. So that one needs a new home. And then I have these 2 Enjoys. This is the mother plant, and this is a cutting. I have another cutting which is a little bit kind of longer than this one, which I'm going to keep, but these 2 need new homes. Who else? Okay, so now my Propagation. I have a collection of Propagation. Oh, yeah, I have a collection of Propagation. These are the 2 smallest ones. They're so adorable. I'm so proud of them. They're in soil. Actually, most of these plants are in soil, apart from the one Hoya that I've showed you. And this is the other one. She has this little, where's that leaf gone? Is it this one? One of these have like a heart-shaped leaf. It's really cute. But yeah, she's just going for it. Really just growing and loving life. She currently, those 2, in fact all the Hoyas live in the hallway, and the window is north, no it's not north, it's southeast. So pretty harsh lighting. Oh my gosh, okay. This one I'm probably just going to give away because she is highly sun bleached or sunburned, which you can see there. You can see exactly where that leaf was laying on top. But she's growing very nicely. She's got like some really long tendrils. Oh, is that a peduncle? No. What is that? No. Yeah, and also what's really interesting, so this was kind of like an experiment, this plant, to be honest. I wanted to see what the highlight would do to the leaves. But it's quite interesting because some of the leaves do have like a lot of the silver splash is now quite pink. I don't know if that shows up. Does it? Can you see how pink that is? It's very pinky pink. So the experiment was successful, I guess. That's what happens when you put a Propagation splash in highlight. So if that's not what you want, don't do that. Have another one that's also been in a highlight, but it just kind of bleached pretty much quite evenly, which is nice. And I love that the new leaves are actually coming in quite dark. So I think this one kind of adapted a bit better. This one was definitely closer to the window than this one. And then one more. So I have another one. This one is kind of like further back than these two, much closer to the two smaller ones. So a little less light, less burning, actually no burning. I can't see any. But I mean, look, there's new leaves coming. She's very happy. Very happy plant, nice substantial size, some really nice silver. I don't know if I can show you this leaf, where they're. I mean, check out the splash on that. Gorgeous, very splashy umber. So yeah, there's that one. I think that, oh no, that's not everything. I thought that was everything. I was like, great, that's that done. Okay, so let me just make some space quick. And then we're going to do the box, and I prefer to actually just take the camera off the stand and show you the box that way. It's just a little bit easier and it looks better for you guys. So this is one of my propagation boxes, and I have lots of strings of hearts in here. This is the mother plant, and I just cut everything off and then I wound them up into all these individual little pots. So I have quite a few of those. This one was actually living out in the hallway in the winter and grew like that. And it's very cold in that winter, but she grew quite happily. So I don't know what that's all about, because the larger one did not like being in the hallway. Yeah, so I mean, they're quite dinky. I need to give them more light. I've not given them any kind of artificial lighting or, yeah. But I think they'll grow quite nicely in the winter, in the winter. Yeah, they're looking really cute. I do have a couple of Hoya linearis in here. I can't say that I've noticed any difference. Let's just hope they're working on a root system. That there is actually looking quite new. So I think I've got 2 of those in there, which I'm happy to do swaps with. But I mean, I would prefer to wait until they were a little bit bigger than that, to be honest, before handing them over to anyone. Yeah, I think I will sell the mother plant. Well, actually, no, I'll keep the mother plant. But all of these, I'm not going to sell. I prefer to just do swaps. I've got a Scindapsus silverian. Let's get her out. She's in soil. In fact, all of these guys are in soil. She's very happy. She's been living in the box all winter. Not getting particularly high light, so that's quite interesting, because with the other plant that I have seems to crave lighting, whereas this one's been not that bothered. But obviously staying moist constantly. I don't water the plants I haven't watered the plants that are in here. They've just existed in here like this. Every now and then I would clean the box. I have several Peleas. Let's just put that one there. So yeah, I've got this one. I only recently put this one in the box, and it has got like some yellowing leaves. Yeah, I'll clean that up. But I think there's 2 in there. Is there 2? Yeah. Is there 2? No, there's 3. Sorry, there's 3 in there. And there's another one. So yeah, I've got 2 Peleas. Oh no. 2 Peleas, 1 Scindapsus silvery Ann. Oh, it's just a bit of dirt, that's all. Everybody else is fine. I have this Monstera Adansonii, which I grew from wet sticks. I don't know if you can see that. That's growing quite nicely. And here is the other Hoya Crimson Queen. And what's quite interesting, this one's in soil. Definitely has grown much slower, but then I suppose not getting as much light as the other one. Yeah, the other one was under grow lights. This one was actually on the shelf in the hallway until recently. I just decided to give it some humidity to kind of instigate some sort of growth, which it has. I can see something going on there. But yeah, it's just on here as well. That's cute. So the humidity is definitely sorting that out. But now I just need to combine the two really and just give this whole box a lot more lighting. Yeah, so that's the stuff that's in the box. I mean, some of these are like really, they're growing quite nicely, and I think once they do get some light, they'll be very full and big for summer. Very fast growers, the string of hearts. So yeah, that's the box. So that is all the plants that I'm going to purge. My gosh, it is quite a few. I added them up last night. I added up 33 plants, and yeah, that will leave me with 94 plants, which is a really nice healthy amount. My hallway is looking very slick. I'm going to have to do a houseplant tour very soon, because things are just kind of looking like, you know, they can just relax and they've got this space to grow. And that's ultimately, that's what I want. I really want the plants that I have to just be able to grow as big as they need to without being squashed in with a whole bunch of other plants. So I'm really, really happy. I do obviously plan on buying 33 new plants. But I do know that I can cope with that number of plants, which is fine, which is great. I did actually have a couple of other plants that I purged, but I've already put them out on the pavement. One, the Syngonium, I'll put some footage on the side. I had these 3 Syngoniums that I just, yeah, they were given to me. I also had Philodendron Micon, and I also had a Cebu Blue. And yes, that has been donated. It was quite funny actually. I put them out there, and then about 3 hours later I went down to do the bins and all of them were gone. And that has happened to me before. So there's someone in the area who definitely is just as mad about plants as I am. We've got a rescuer out there, maybe a beginner, because I most definitely did a lot of rescuing in the beginning. Now I'm being more kind of strategic with the kind of plants that I want. If I see one that I can rescue that is perfect for my home, I will still rescue a plant, most definitely. There's something really rewarding in being able to do that. We'll be posting most of the plants on my Instagram account, so if anybody is in England and interested in doing a swap or whatever, you can find me over there, or you can always leave a comment down below. But I mean, obviously it'd be easier to contact me via Instagram. And also, if you do have any tips and tricks, the kind of plants that I am looking to do swaps for are, I want more succulents this year. I've discovered a love for succulents, and I now know how to take care of them, which I'm just loving. I have 1 cacti, so I would love to get 1 or 2 more. I'm not mad about the spikes so much, but I don't know, we'll see. Hoya, 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 never enough Hoyas. I want more Hoyas, most definitely. These do very well in my home, and I love them. Philodendrons do really well in my home. I love them. Epiphyllums. Oh, there's just so many. Rhipsalis. The list can go on. Anthurium. Oh, And bariums, most definitely. Yeah, these are the kind of plants that I am planning on replacing these guys with. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please do give me a thumbs up if you did. And if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you here again. And yeah, have a fabulous week. Do leave me some comments down below if you are also going to do a spring purge. I'd love to know how you're feeling about that. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, especially like when you have like certain attachments to plants, like they were gifts, or you know, you grew it from a propagation, it was one of your first, whatever, you know, like it's hard. So I'd love to know how you're dealing with that. But then of course, always, you know, there's always the reward of being able to find new plants. So hopefully that will make you feel a bit better. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much once again, and have a fabulous week, and I'll see you here again very soon. Bye.